Hello, hello. What is everybody up to? I am throwing together this impromptu coloring, and so we're gonna color one of these images. I don't know. I got it started. Hola, Jane. What's up, girl? I had to close my door because my puppies were being noisy. So these are the images from Scrapper's Delights. Hey, Tyler, what's up? Is the wife and baby there with you coloring? Leah, what's up? So these are the images that Janice from Scrapper's Delights. Hey, girl. I know, right? They're so cute. So this is the anime version. This is what I want to be with my super long hair. Those of you who don't know me well, I used to have really, really, really long hair. So this is definitely, where we're at with that. And then this is my alter ego here, packing for Colorado. The wife is, the baby fell asleep finally. She was wanting to party. She's so stinking cute. And hey, what's up, chickadee? So anyways, we're just gonna keep coloring it, and I think I'm gonna go with this one for right now, but that doesn't mean we won't switch back and forth because I totally have coloring ADD right now. So I'm gonna color her legs. I know she's meant to be wearing leggings. So I'm going to pull out a black blend because if this were me, I would be wearing like a bright colored dress with black leggings underneath it. That's how I roll. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do tees. I'm pulling out markers just in case you guys are wondering like what the heck I'm doing over here. My markers are like over on the side of my desk. So anyway, so I pulled out my tea blend, T10, T8, T6, T4. And I'm going to show you a neat little trick. You know how I always say to color in 3s or 5s because that's what happens in nature. Hey, Mary Jo. I have an aunt. Her name's Mary Jo, and so I always want to call you Auntie Jo. Anyways, so you know how I always say to color in 5s? Well, a lot of you, I have found out, don't have 3s and 5s. So some of you that are collecting your, hey Deanna, who are collecting your markers, are going to kind of have, maybe part of a blend or not a full blend. So I'm going to kind of show you a little way to fudge that you have more markers than what you actually have. So again, we're going to color with both caps off. And I changed my nails from green to red because I also have nail polish ADD. My nail girl is wicked awesome and I love her. Please do. I am an Auntie Jo and a Nana. Aw. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, I'm just going to kind of color. I'm not going to necessarily do a whole tutorial on this, guys, but I am going to give you a couple of tips and pointers. So, I'm not worrying a ton about light source right now because I don't feel like it. Let's be honest, I don't feel like it, so yeah, I'm just gonna color the way I want to color. We're gonna pretend that she's by a window and the light is refracting off the window and she has multiple light sources. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. If you can't figure out a light source, just figure out a story. Okay, that's my biggest tip to you. Me too. Got a manicure last week and I want to change it already. You totally sound like me. I am definitely that person. I love everything that glitters as far as nail polish goes, because once you put the polish on your nails, then the glitter does not go anywhere and it's not all over your craft room and your table and everything else. So, just FYI, grip, you guys, on your marker is very, very important, and I've been talking about it a lot in the classes recently. You guys will get that in the gnome class, and you will get that in the Scrapper's Delights class for September. And you will love it. But the more control, the closer to the nib you hold it. So if you want to be a little more free, hold it back here. You want more control, hold it up here. Just never, ever, ever touch your nib. And you'll notice I have this huge coloring callus on my finger because I always rest it on my finger just like that. And that's where I get my control from. I change my light source anytime I get heavy-handed. I love it, Cameron. That sounds about right. I like it. So make creative stories. I had a mermaid one time that I was coloring, and one of my friends was like, whoa, holy light sources. You have like 4 light sources. And I was like, duh, because she's underwater and the light's refracting off of everything. So yeah. I just made it more realistic than you could ever think. And she was like, yeah, that's a good story. I like it. So, I am that girl. What can I say? If you can't be good at it, right? So what are you guys all up to? Are you loving all of the games that we're playing? And, ooh, Cameron, I bet you want to know what you won. What prize you won. He. I have a whole stack of prizes. Mic drop. Yeah. Anyways, are you guys liking the games? Are you having fun with the games, or are they completely lame? I'm having fun because I'm laughing at everybody's comments. You guys are hilarious. Yes, you want to know what you won? Oops. Haha. Right after I color this part, I'll show you. I'll even let you pick. How about that? I'll go over to my prize stash over here, and I will let you choose. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. You have to pick based on the brand. It's kind of an evil laugh, wasn't it? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I have oops, sorry, I'm making my camera wobble. I have a Doodlebug prize, which is a small prize. The games are a blast. There are lots of people in this group, right? I have a Whimsy prize. Cameron, you get to choose first. So I have a Whimsy prize. I have a prize from Artful Angel. I have a prize from Stampin' Bella. And I have a prize from CC Designs. So Doodlebug, Stampin' Bella, Artful Angel, Whimsy, or CC Designs. I love how I left her just upside down. What you want, Cameron? What you want, girl? Stampin' Bella. All right. Do you like oddballs or do you not like oddballs? I love the oddballs. I think the oddballs are the best. They crack me up so much. And this one, let me tell you, it's thebomb.com. You get to pick. Do you like oddballs? Yeah. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for your oddball Stampin' Bella prize? I'm super excited. I'll adventure out and do an oddball. Look at this. It says Happy Pumpkin Spice Season. Isn't she adorable? I want to keep her for myself. She's so stinking cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's your prize, Miss Cameron. I will send that to you. It is so stinking adorable. Love it. It's perfect. It's perfect for upcoming fall, don't you think? Hey, Summer. What up, girl? So Cameron, I will put that to the side for you. That's the first prize. All right. We're going to go back to coloring these leggings. She is adorable. I love her. She makes me happy. She's super fun. Oops, sorry, guys. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and color down. And I'm coloring on Sweet Sentiment cardstock, just in case you guys are wondering. I mean, of course I'm coloring on Sweet Sentiment cardstock, but if you're wondering why there's that kind of shimmer to it, it does show up in the camera some. It makes the ink in the camera look sticky, and I assure you it's not sticky. But just FYI. Okay. So I'm going to show you my little trick to make it look like you have more markers. I'm almost to my lightest marker. Now, generally, this color that I'm using right now would be the third color in my blend. And so you can tell I'm being a lot more liberal with this color. I'm putting a lot thicker line than I did with the other two markers. And definitely, what do you use when a marker is sticky? I use one of those kneaded erasers, or don't mind me being snarky, but I use a refill. Colorless blender will clean off your nib, and that will help you get rid of the stickiness. Refilling it obviously will help you get rid of the stickiness for the most part. Some markers are just always sticky though. R89 is kind of notorious for being just sticky all the time. And the reason is because it's not necessarily R89, it's R89. And so 8 is the pigment level and 9 is the saturation level. And so what that means is there's not very much carrier ink left in it. And so with that pigment level being so high and that saturation level being so high, it's a lot thicker. So it will clog up your nib, and that will make your nib get all like gunky and sticky. So I use colorless blender solution to clean off my nib, and a lot of times that will help. But if it's already out on your paper, use one of those kneaded erasers. They're like gray and they're kind of like silly putty, and they take care of it. Especially on this paper. I have not noticed on this paper the stickiness as much. This paper does a wonderful job combating that stickiness. So this is the last marker that I have in my blend, and notice how I'm still leaving that highlight all white. Well, obviously, yeah, refill. Sorry, you knew I had to say it. But notice how I'm leaving this part white. What's going to happen is, since I'm using this marker to kind of like put many coats on so that I can layer this up so it looks like a nice smooth gradient, since I'm using my marker to do that, I am putting lots and lots of coats on here, right? Well, if I want to pretend like I have a fifth marker in my blend, then I can just come back here and I can kind of one coat this. And see how I still have that light highlight in there without using that fifth marker. So, if you're running low on markers or on cash to buy markers, this is a great way to pretend that... Good, Deanna, then you get me. This is a great way to pretend you have more markers than what you actually have. So it's kind of a trick of the eye because it is exactly the same color that you've been using. But at the same time, you're not putting as many coats on. You're not saturating the paper as much. So it will trick the eye into thinking that it's a lighter color. And in all honesty, guys, I am one of the least crafty people you will ever meet. I'm very not artistic. You can ask my cousin. Very, very not an artistic person. But, well, hey, Amy. But I want you guys to know that I figured out how to use a medium. And what gets me coloring is that I'm not really actually even coloring. I am using this medium to trick the eye, hey, Summer, into thinking that it's looking at a 3-dimensional object instead of a 2-dimensional object. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm making it look, I don't know. I like the science behind it, I guess, is my thing. I like how the science works, and it makes me happy to be able to do that. So I figured out how to use this medium to do what it is I want to do. So since I was speaking about R89, I think I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I'm going to pull out one of my favorite red blends. You guys will get to know red. Let me see. You guys will get to know and get more comfortable with creating blends and stuff as we progress through these classes. But one of my favorite red blends is this, and I like it because it's nice and bright. This is R89, R29, R27, R17, and R05. I really, really enjoy this red blend because it's nice and bright. It graduates very, very gradually, so you don't have to overblend to do a ton of blending. I know a lot of people have a hard time who you don't have a lot of, yeah, right, Jane? That's what I love about it, is because if you don't have a ton of markers, it's a great way to kind of fake that you have more than you have. Anyways, this red blend is really great for me. I love using it because it's a very gradual ombre kind of color, so you don't have to overblend. And I know a lot of people have problems with reds because they always oversaturate. Hey, Jill! So I'm going to teach you how to use this blend without oversaturating. So first things first, again, we're always going to take off both caps. This is going to stop your marker from pushing the ink all towards this end. These barrels are pressurized, guys, and I know I've said this 100 times, but there's always one new person that hasn't heard it. But these barrels are pressurized, so if I leave the cap on this end, it's going to take the ink and push it this direction because the ink is always going to flow to the point of least resistance. So with that point of least resistance, you're going to get fast ink flow out of here. So if you're trying to do a super fine line, you're not going to get it because the ink's all coming out of that nib. Or you're going to end up with a blob on your paper, and you don't want that either. So if you take both caps off, then it equalizes the pressure within the barrel and makes it so that the ink is not really rushing anywhere but just sedentary. I know that was a really long explanation, but I feel like people really need to know that. Because again, coloring with markers is definitely understanding your medium. Well, coloring with anything is understanding your medium. And so that is what you want to do. Don't mind Archie barking at everything that passes. Now, I'm also going to color her socks with this. And I'm getting all quiet because I'm concentrating. All right. There we go. Okay, now I'm switching to the R29. This is my favorite color of red. It's just so vibrant and bright and fun. I absolutely love it. I know there's other colors of red that are like true red in the Copic spectrum, but I just like this one. And I like that it blends with all of the darker pigmented reds. The R89 is notoriously hard to blend with, and this R29 really blends well with it. It also goes well with 59 or 39. So if you're using it for like a pinkish red, it works. If you're using it for like an orangish red, it works. And if you're using it for like a purple red, it works. It's really, really great. Whatever you put it next to, it kind of takes on that color. So R27 is actually called Cardamom Red. And this is where we're going to start kind of going a little bit orangey with it. I like the orange-based reds. They just, I don't know, they speak to me, I guess. These socks remind me of the socks that people would make sock monkeys out of. So that's why I'm doing them this color, if you're wondering, if you're curious. You guys, I have such coloring, like, I'll be looking at this and I'll be like, oh, that looks like sock monkey socks. I'm going to color it like that. So, yeah, you know, that's the thing. You guys are also quiet. You're making me self-conscious. Somebody talk. Say something. Anybody? And then you notice I've already colored everything in, but I'm still going to go in with R05 because I'm going to put like a mark across her toes and across the band of this watch as a highlight. You're doing great. Hey, Kimmy! How are you, my dear? I haven't talked to you in forever. All right. So there we have that part of it. I'm going to do her dress red as well. But when red, Summer, you're concentrating with me or for me? Since I'm going to color her dress red and I'm going to color this Trash Panda fairly traditional colors, I don't want to drag the red into the Trash Panda, so I'm going to leave her dress for the last. And not paying attention to the chat. Well, the chat's kind of in my face. I'm actually kind of coloring through my camera, which is sort of odd. I'm looking like through my camera to the picture. You feel like you should be taking notes. All right. So I'm going to get some Trash Panda colors out. And in all honesty, I'm just going to grab some colors and see what I feel like. So I'm going to start with the W's. And I'm going to grab pretty much my entire W collection, which is a lot of them, so sorry. So these are all the W's. I have them all here. So when you're collecting your grays, guys, you don't need me to concentrate for you. Oops, I just kicked my desk. Sorry. When you're collecting your grays, I would start with the W's and the C's. W's are going to be for anything that's alive. If it's living, it needs to be warm. It needs to have a pulse. So that's what you're going to want to do with the W's. And then I would get every other one. So like if you choose evens on the W's, then choose odds on the C's. If you choose odds on the W's, then choose evens on the C's. C's are going to be a cool gray. So they're going to be things like clothing or anything that doesn't have a pulse or anything that is inanimate. You will want to use your C's with. I hope that makes sense to everybody. If not, let me know and I'll explain further. But yeah, basically if it's alive and has a pulse, you want it to be warm and have a warm gray to it. So, anyways, sorry, my husband was just texting me. So we're going to color this little trash panda guy with some of the W's. His black stripes are going to be W's. And that is where we're going to start with. So black is, or W10 is like almost black. It's just shy of being black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go underneath the little tuft of his head here. And I'm going to kind of do this like I would hair. I'm going to do little kind of tick marks. This isn't necessarily, I know a lot of people call it flicking. I don't call this flicking at all. I don't know what's up with you people calling this flicking. To me, flicking is this. Like, did you guys have siblings that would like flick you in the ear? To me, that's what flicking is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But are any of you parents? Did you used to flick your kids? Okay, so the black tuft down his chest is going to be like that. And then I'm going to start with, where am I going to start? Let's see, what do I want to do? I know that his mask is black, but I don't want to go like super, super too black with it. If that makes any sense, because then I'll lose all of his facial expression, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the bands on his tail, actually. So where this overlaps, I'm going to do this one. And, oh yes, my personal favorite is flicking my son in the ear when he gets mouthy. Yes! Bring you a copy of this. You can go right now onto Scrapper's Delights and get this image using the coupon code so that you can color it for the challenge that's up right now. So there. Oh, you mean that you don't have a printer? I gotcha. Yeah, go print it, girly. Get on it, because you need to color this. You only have until Friday to enter the challenge. So this cute little guy, both images, you can choose whichever one you want. Whether you want this one, this is the chibi version, and the other one is the anime version. And then I'm going to color his little paws black. I'm going to go a little bit smoother on these because you know how their paws don't have like hair on them? So I'm going to do a little bit smoother. And then in between his toes. Like that. Can you guys like hear my dogs walking? They're like going in and out and in and out. I'm about ready to tell them, choose one. You gonna be inside or outside? This is his little tummy here. Okay, and then where his hair overlaps this paw, we're gonna do this paw. His little finger. This actually kind of looks like a red panda to me. I should have colored him to look like a red panda. He could be a raccoon, but he could be a red panda. Okay. I know you leave for Colorado on Monday. The same tap, tap, tap. Yep, up and down the hall. My hubby left for work tonight, and so his dog is like searching for him. And is trying to figure out where he went to, where he got off to. So that's why. So I'm going to put a little bit of shadow here where his mask would be darkest. And hopefully this guy comes out cute. I don't know. I know, aren't red pandas adorable? I love them. Okay, so since I used W10, I'm going to pop up to W8. And I'm just going to go over all the stuff that I did before. Again, with his tail, I'm going to make it textured and be kind of like hair. With these little paintbrush kind of motions. I'm kind of trying to follow the artist drawn lines here a little bit. Because she can draw and I can't. If for no other reason. Christine, hey girl. How are you? I sure miss you. I haven't talked to you very much lately. You've been a busy, busy, busy girl. Guys, wait until tomorrow when you see one of the prizes that Christine has donated for this party. Holy bejeezers, you're going to lose your melons. I did. When she told me what the prize was, I said, can I win it? That's the hardest part about having a party like this. All of these stamp sets that have come in and all of the prizes that I have. Oh my gosh, I want to win them. But wait till tomorrow, guys. Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many games and so many prizes. You guys are going to lose your minds completely. It's going to be a blast. I hope that you guys all are hanging out here tomorrow to check out everything that's going on. Now I'm going to make up his arm kind of start to look like hair. And I'm going to do that with this dark color. And then where his arm overlaps his chest, I'm going to make that dark as well because that's going to fall into shadow. I know I said I wasn't going to really do a whole coloring tutorial, that I was just going to hang out here with you guys in color, but hey, you know, things happen. I'll send you pics. Yes, you need to send me pictures. Yeah. You gotta send me pictures so I can post and show everybody what they're gonna be able to win. Because they're gonna lose their minds when they see it. I saw a picture on Facebook the other day of a, like an albino raccoon. And I was like, dude, I need him. Wait. Tyler, you guys are going to Disney tomorrow? Are you for reals? Are you guys already taking little Miss to Disney? Does that mean you're raising her right? Ellie! Ellie! What's up, girlfriend? How are you? Okay, so I think that's it with my W8. Now I'm going to go to W6. What? Disney? I know, right? That's how all of us are when we hear Disney. We're like, wait, what? You're going to Disney? I want to go to Disney. We were actually going to take my son to Disney for his 13th birthday. And he decided that he would rather have a gaming computer instead. And I don't know whose child he is, but he's probably not mine. Because no child of mine would turn down Disney. What? So he decided he wanted a gaming computer instead. And so my husband was like, dude, that's way cheaper than going to Disneyland. And I was like, yeah, I know, you're right. But a gaming computer is not Disneyland. And that's the real moral of the story here. Disney what? I love this little raccoon. She's been there several times already. OMG, you guys are raising her right. Oh, I forget. You guys live like right by Disney World, huh? Must be nice. I've been to Disneyland a ton. I've only been to Disney World once. And it's so weird for me because it's like all spread out. Like all the parks are separate. In Disneyland, California Adventure is like literally directly across from Disneyland. So it's like right there. So you go early in the morning. Christine, you're 3 hours from Disney? Why are you guys not there more? Probably because it costs $1 million. Yes, it's her trip at 2 months old. Duh. You guys, their kiddo is so stinking cute. If you scroll down the page a whole bunch, you'll see pictures of her because she's on here. She's our littlest teal envelope of happiness lover because she straight up loves the teal envelopes. When they come, she thinks that they're hers. You used to have season patches. Kathy! What up, girly? Now I'm into W4. And I'm just gonna kind of shade this in. Are you guys even still are we even still coloring together? Or are we just talking about Disney and Tyler and Cameron's daughter? That's where we're at with this. Just in case you're wondering. That's where we're at. I may have made the lines on this too light because now I can't even see what I'm supposed to be coloring. Woohoo! That's why we take both caps off. Now we switched up. Universal once a year, Disney once a year, Legoland. I didn't know there was a Legoland in Florida too. We've never gone to Legoland. Evan never really got that into Legos, which is just as well because they're really expensive. But we did build a couple. But he's one of those kids that would like build them and then just let them sit on the shelf. So it really wasn't like he played with Legos. Like from a very, very young age, he liked to follow the directions and build them properly. And then that was it. That was all you could do with that set. You had to build what it said, and that was the end of the story. Kathy, this is the free stamp. It's a digital image from Scrapper's Delights, and Janice drew it just for this party. And it essentially is me holding a trash panda. And you can get it free if you scroll up my page. There is a link that has a code, a coupon code, and you can use it to enter the challenge that I have posted. You have until Friday to enter, and basically it's any project you want to do using this guy. So whether it's a scrapbook layout or I don't know, whatever you make. Seriously, yeah. And there's two versions of it, my dear. This is the chibi version and this is the anime version. So you can get one or the other. Or you can, buy one too. That's always an option. I know, weird. You could actually purchase it. Strange. But yeah, that is an option. All right. So what I'm going to do, that was just a little bit of W0 that I put in his ears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a brown blend because I want to add a little bit of brown to him. So I'm going to pull out my hex chart here and I'm going to go with kind of a mid-level brown. So I'm going to use E57. And then I'm going to use E25. Maybe. If I can find it. There it is. And then I'm going to use E23 because I want it like this cocoa brown color. And then I need to put something really light in there. So I'm going to use E31. Maybe. I think I already have E31 sitting out. Yeah, I do. All right. So the reason I chose 4 is because I want to do an overwash of it with the E31. So you'll see what that means in just a moment. But so we're going to add some brown. And I want it to be kind of lighter. So I'm going to start with the E57. And I'm going to come down where his tail would be shadow. Like that. And then I'm going to come off of his little backside here where there would be shadow. Like that. Again, I'm always using these little paintbrush type strokes. And then I'm going to add a little bit of warmth to his body because I don't want him to be totally tonal. But I wanted to lay down all of that dark gray color because I want it to look like it's all, you know, obviously the same animal. So I'm going to add a little bit of brown into his hair, like that. Then I'm going to go to my E25. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just bring it further down. Hopefully I'm still coloring on the camera. Knowing me, I'm not. I was filming a video yesterday and I looked up and I was totally not on camera, which completely stunk because then I had to kind of start over again. And then E23. Now I'm also going to use this to add a little bit of warmth to his face too. But for now, we're going to go right here. Like that. And I know that this marker is fairly dry, so that's why I didn't take both caps off, because I'm using that pressurized barrel to put the ink down into it where I want it to be. Because I know that this marker is, again, fairly dry. All right, so with this E31, like I said, I'm going to do an overwash of the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way into the shadow and I'm going to connect these two. See how it kind of lightens it up just a little bit, but still leaves that bit of shadow in there. The browns, I feel like if you want a rich tone, you have to use the kind of darker ones and wash them out some. So this is a technique that I've kind of picked up myself of just using those sort of darker browns, but then lightening them up with a very light marker at the end. And I mean, obviously you can't go too dark with them, otherwise it's not going to work. And then I'm just using this marker to add some extra warmth to his face. Because raccoons are really kind of brown. They're not so much black and white. They're more a darker brown color than anything. There we go. Okay, So now he looks very, very odd, obviously, because he has no eyeballs and no mouth. Oh, that's so cute. Tyler, you guys are going to have to post pictures. I need pictures. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're gonna work with this little guy's face a little bit, okay? So I'm going to take my colorless blender first, and I'm going to kind of hollow out his eyes. I want them to be round because raccoons kind of have beady little eyes. Okay. Ooh, now he looks even more scary, right? Then I'm going to use one of my multi-liners. And with my multi-liner here, I am going to draw in beady little eyes. Now, notice I left a little white spot in the middle there. So it gives him a little bit more of a personality with that. I'm also going to trace in his mouth. He has a cute little smile. And then I'm going to trace in his nose. Now the reason I'm using the multi-liner for his nose instead of a Copic marker is because I don't want it to bleed out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple of tricks with some of my markers here. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking this multi-liner and I'm coloring in that nose so that it's solid black. And obviously not coloring in his little nostrils. Okay? But then his nose is going to be like wet, right? Because, you know, wet nose, warm heart or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember how the saying goes. So I'm going to use my jelly roll. And usually with my jelly roll, I kind of dot it a couple of times so I can get the ink sort of flowing the way I want it to. And I'm going to leave a little spot on his nose. So that kind of adds a little bit of glisten to his nose, kind of makes it look like it's wet. I'm also going to dot those eyes. And it just kind of adds dimension. It makes them look like they're not hollow. Aw, look at that cute little trash panda. He's so cute. And there we go. There's our little trash panda. Isn't he adorable? I love him. Who can guess what my other... I have two more... Well, actually three more. Three more favorite animals. So we're going to play a guessing game. Who can guess my three other favorite animals? I'm going to use these same markers that I got out for the trash panda, the browns. But I'm going to add a darker brown to it. So with the E57, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add... do I want to do E27 or do I want to do... Yeah, I'll do E27. All right, so are you guys thinking about what my other favorite animals are? I have three other favorite animals. Yeah, I could give them a little bag of chips and a coffee cup. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that's her shoulder. That's her dress. So I'm going to color this because that's his hair. Do you guys do this? You like have to try to pick apart what it is that is supposed to be colored and what's not supposed to be colored. There we go. Anybody guessing what my other favorite animals are? What's up with y'all? You gotta guess. There could be prizes involved. There's 3 animals to guess. 3. That's a lot of animals. a dog. Nope. Not a panda either. Not a dog and not a panda. I'm so mysterious that way. Not cats or ducks either. Red panda, raccoon, elephant. Well, we already know raccoon, silly girl. Pigs? Nope. Not piggies. Frogs? No. Although it used to be frogs. I actually even have a frog tattoo. I love pigs. I do not like pigs or turtles or cows. Nope. Hey, girly, looks beautiful. We'll have to watch the replay tomorrow. Not guinea pigs. Carrie, thanks for popping in. Nope, not polar bears. Not koala bears. I love polar bears. You're actually very close with that, Leah. Leah's just trying anything to win a prize. That's what's going on here. Nope, not koalas. I hear koalas can be mean. Anybody else hear that? Not giraffes. Not black bears. You're close, Carrie Ann. Same here. Nope, not penguins. I don't even like penguins. I think they're weird. I think they're weird. Nope, not sloths. Just because I am one, Deanna. Grizzly bears. That's right, Leah. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so one of them is chosen. And Leah, your prize is going to be CC Designs enamel dots for guessing grizzly bears. Oh yeah. Look at how pretty these are. Aren't they really pretty? I love them. They're so stinking pretty. Because I am one, right? Nope, not kangaroos. Try again, try again, try again. There's two other animals to guess. So we got grizzly bears and raccoons. And then there's two other animals that I absolutely adore. Why grizzly and not a black bear? Because my husband's name is Barry, and he's definitely more grizzly than black bear. The grizzly bears just are like super majestic to me. They're huge, huge creatures. And my husband is a very, very, very big dude. So that's part of it. But I don't know. I just have always loved grizzly. Alpacas and llamas? No. I mean, I like those, but they're not like what I would consider one of my favorite animals. My mom is super into llamas right now and alpacas. I think she likes alpacas better because of their fuzzy faces. I must have refilled this marker when I wasn't looking. I will be in Schaumburg. Nope, not chickens. Not whales. I will tell you this, it does not live near or in the water. So that will get rid of any sea creatures. Look, now you guys are all suddenly awake when I say there's prizes. Do you guys just like me for my prizes? Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. No. Not tigers. Not lions. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just adding texture to her hair by seeing what hair lays on top of what hair and adding shadows. So that's what I'm doing. I know I'm not really teaching you how to color, but it was my intent to just kind of hang out. Not geckos, not horses. Nope. It was just kind of my intent to hang out and color with y'all and kind of give you guys some ideas to color with this image, since Janice has given it out for free and since we're using it for the challenge. So I would love to see you guys go pick up this image and actually color it and enter the challenge. And you don't necessarily have to color it. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do for the challenge that aren't coloring. I mean, mixed media or whatever. It does not matter what you do with it. So, by all means, go download it. Oh, I forgot. Oh my God, goats. Yes. Goats is one of them. Yes, yes, yes. I love goats. I adore goats. Like, guys, I'm not even kidding. I stinking love goats. Leah, you've just won 2. You won 2 prizes. What's up with that? Nope, not birds. Okay, so Leah, your second prize is going to be this awesome stamp set from Tulip Stamps. Check it out. It says, Happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to set your scales back 10 pounds. This is an awesome stamp, and I love it. So this little stamp is going to be added to your enamel dots. So now we just have one animal left to guess. Summer one? Oh, Summer said goats? Summer, then you get the tulip stamp. Hey, thank you guys. Then you get the tulips stamp that says, Happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to set your scales back 10 pounds. These are just little prizes, honey, because they are, it is a good one because these are just little things. So, that's so sweet of you, Leah. Thanks for, being honest about that. I was paying attention to my coloring and not what you guys were commenting. So my bad. That's awesome. I know. I love the tulip stamps. They're hilarious. So I try to pick them up. Hey guys, we have some amazing prizes coming tomorrow too. Just in case you didn't know that, we have some pretty stinking incredible prizes happening tomorrow. We have sponsors that are Paper Nest Dolls is sponsoring, and like I already said, their prizes are stinking amazing. We have Kindred Stamps. We have CC Designs. We have Ink Road Stamps. Oh my gosh, if you guys need a prize because you're going to be doing the snarky ATCs, oh, you should totally. She also put out a coupon code for us too. If you guys want, it's on the Facebook page. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, seriously, great companies. I have prizes here. I have pins. You guys know how cute the pins are from Doodlebug. So I have Doodlebug pins. I have stuff that I have purchased for the party. So there's a foil quill up for grabs. There's a mini Misty that's going to be up for grabs. There is, what else? Some inks. Nope, not chipmunks, not turkeys. You're close, Summer. You guys, there's so many sponsors. Terry with Stamps Alive sent Oxide inks as prizes because we all love Oxide inks. Yes, Cameron, squirrels. I adore squirrels. So raccoons, grizzly bears, goats, and squirrels. I could watch videos of them all day. And plus, like me going, squirrel. You guys totally know it's me. So, Cameron, you get a, you get this prize that totally cracks me up. And I actually bet your daughter's gonna love it. But this is from Tall Mouse, and they gave me these little things. And I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's unicorns. This is a pop socket for your phone. So you can put it on the back of your phone. I use them like all the time. But this is like holographic unicorns that change. Yeah. Super awesome. So that's what you won, Cameron. That's what you won. You're on fire today, girl. On fire. All right, so I'm adding hair texture, and you guys notice when I'm coloring hair is my marker only touches the paper like half of the time because I am coloring like so lightly. And so I just want you to know that the only difference between you and me on coloring hair is that I've colored for way more hours. And so I have the control over my marker. So don't get frustrated if your hair strokes are super thick. It's okay. The more you color and the more you practice it, the better you're going to get with it. So don't be super sad if you can't get it right off the bat. It took me seriously like months to be able to color hair like I color it now. So don't get frustrated, just keep going. And the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Yeah, right? Dragon, zebra. The sound that zebras make totally freaks me out. I don't like the sound that they make. It's weird. It's a very weird sound. And like, you can't duplicate it. You can't replicate the sound that they make. It's very odd. Has anybody else heard zebras? Like, do you know what they sound like? It's so weird. Speaking of which, has anybody gone and seen The Lion King? The new one, the live action one? Ostriches freak me out. I used to babysit for a family. This was like way, way back. I don't even think I was in high school yet. I think I was in junior high. And I used to babysit for a family, and their next door neighbor had ostriches. And yeah, they're weird. Ostriches are weird. They're just very odd animals. And they had like a whole pack of them. I don't even know what you call them. They're not a flock because they don't fly. So it's like a whole pack of ostriches. I don't know. A gaggle of them? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet. They seem mean. I don't know that they're particularly mean. I think that they're dumb. And so they don't really get it. In all honesty. Because we would go out there. Well, the girl that I babysat used to love to go out there and like watch them. And I think they just get really scared easily. And so their defense mechanism is to pretend that they're attacking. And so they don't really know how to attack. So they just kind of do weird things towards you and hope that it scares you. A flock of ostriches. Hey, thanks. I love doing hair. Hair is my absolute favorite thing to color because I love watching it develop. It's very, you always think, oh my God, I've totally screwed this up until you're like putting that last color in. And then you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I didn't screw this up. Maybe I did okay. And there's a lot of times that I think that I've totally screwed up the hair. And then I'm like, hey, I actually like that. So always do everything until completion, because what you think you've screwed up, thanks, Google. A gaggle does sound mean. Over and over and over to get it. Silly girl. You need to get the hair class. September's class is all about hair. So it's specifically about ringlets. So you're going to love it. So here we go. Now this is when this whole picture, I love the glitter in this paper. Let me tell you guys, look at that. See that glitter in there? It's crazy. Love it. Anyways, sorry, squirrel. This is when the picture is going to start really taking shape. When you start like adding the big things, that's when it really starts to make sense and take shape. It is not perfect, my dear. It is not. I see places that I could fix on it, but I'm not going to because, it's 9 o'clock at night and I want to finish coloring this for you guys tonight. So yeah, that's not going to happen. But here we go. So I'm going to color her eyes. Her eyes are going to be kind of hard to color, mainly because they're behind glasses. Because I'm cutting my hair off just like that in Colorado or Schaumburg before the expo. Do it! My hair was like this not very long ago. That's why she did it this way. But my hair grows wicked fast. So I'm growing it out because I'm having self-confidence issues. So there's my full disclosure for y'all. I'm going to use what's handy. I happen to have these 3 markers sitting on my desk because I use them for the September class. For the eyes for the September class. Thanks, Jane. You're so sweet. All right, so G99. I'm going to start with G99, and I'm going to avoid the rim of her glasses so that I can still color that. But I'm going to go out from the pupil. And I know this is going to look weird. I know this is going to look like you've totally ruined the eyes. And I promise you we'll bring it back, okay? So I'm going to do kind of stars in her eyes. Kind of think of it like you're doing hair a little bit. You want to do these little tiny brush strokes for her eyes. Okay. Then I'm going to take the G05. And with the G05, I'm going to go from the outside towards the inside. Actually, I don't like that. That's too light. I have E25 sitting here. I'm going to use that instead. E25. She's going to have more hazel eyes. And again, this is going to look really horrible before it looks good. But I promise you, I've been doing eyes for a long time. And I very rarely have them not turn out how I want them to. Okay. Then I usually add some sort of a yellow. With this one, since they're hazel eyes, and I know I have the perfect product for it, I'll bring it. What? Ooh, for the iris, yes. So I'm going to use YG21. And I'm going to go around her eye and kind of wash this all out. See? Told ya. Okay. So I have that. Now I'm going to go back to my multi-liner and I'm going to use the 0.03 because this is a very, very fine tip. And I'm going to add the pupil back in because I totally washed it out. And especially since this is no lines. This pupil's kind of right behind her glasses. Awesome. Okay, and then since she kind of has the anime eyes a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add that back in. And I know this looks super weird, but just bear with me until it's done. Okay. I absolutely love the anime style of these images. I love anime characters. They're so cute to me. And you guys can see this is not really rocket science here. I'm just essentially outlining her eyes and trusting what the artist has already drawn. I'm trying to give him a little bit more of that anime look back to him since I kind of washed him out. Okay, so just like that. Yes, my dear. Okay, it's gonna look a little weird till I finish her glasses, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna add some eyelashes. Just like that. I know, she is so cute, huh? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so then I take my C2. My craft room door just swung open and my dog was standing there looking at me. And I'm going to add some shadow to the corner of her eyes. Ooh, and throw my cap on the ground. Good thing I caught it. And then I'm just going to wash out that. Here's what the shadow looks like before. And then I'm going to just wash it out with my colorless blender, meaning I'm going to push that shadow back where it's supposed to be. And it just gives the illusion of like an eyeball, that her eyes are actually like round. I'm going to go back to my tees to color her glasses. I want her to have black glasses like the ones that I am currently wearing. Sorry, Leah. Although teal is a really good idea. I might have to get adventurous and give her teal glasses on the next one that I color. I'm probably going to be coloring this a number of times, not going to lie. So I'm just shading in where I think the shadows would be. Her hair is covering this corner of her glasses, so that's going to be in shadow. This requires some control of your marker, and that's why I'm holding it so close to the nib. So that was T10. Now I'll use T8. Ooh, leopard print glasses. Good luck coloring that on something this tiny. You, my dear, are more adventurous than I am. Do you guys remember when like tortoiseshell glasses used to be all the thing? It used to be like the total rage. Everybody had tortoiseshell glasses. I didn't, because I didn't wear glasses then, but like everybody's like sunglasses and reading glasses and all that stuff were all like that tortoiseshell pattern, or I don't know, color. I don't really know what you'd call it. Now when I'm done coloring this, before I go to bed, I will put glossy accents in there for the lenses of her glasses. And that way it adds like total dimension for them. All right. Oh, that was a piece of glitter. Awesome sauce. Okay, now we're gonna go to this red of her dress. Oh wait, I gotta color her socks. I'm gonna use W2. For the shadow area. Be careful with this red that you don't drag it out into the white. It's very easy to make your white socks pink. Then I'm gonna use, that was W2, so I'm gonna use W0. Okay, and I've left the center of her socks just totally white. And I've done that for a reason, because I'm going to take my colorless blender and I'm going to blend all of this out so it looks like she has white socks. Again, be very careful not to hit that red, because once you do, it's all over. Then she definitely has pink socks. All right, there we go. All right, now we're gonna do her red dress and then we're gonna be done. All right, you guys ready for this? Actually, I see one more thing that I have to do. You guys, this is what I do all the time. I always have to do my red after red. Yeah, white. You meant white. I'm using W00, W00. Woo. I'm using Woo for her teeth. And then I realized that she has like her tongue. You can see her tongue in there. My favorite color for that is one that I can't find. There it is. RV34. I use it for inside of mouth and tongue all the time. And then I'll go back to my Woo and kind of brush that down just a little bit so that it's not quite so harsh of a line. I know it's teeny tiny, but it just adds so much character to it. And this is why, you guys, I use so many markers on everything, because I have little teeny tiny things like that I do. All right, so I'm going to go back to that red blend. So my R89, and everywhere that's going to be a shadow. And I'm just going to go around his tail. I think this raccoon needs a name. What's his name? Anybody have a name for the raccoon? And I'm just placing shadow where I think there would be shadow. So obviously anywhere where he overlaps the dress, there's going to be a shadow. Look, Deanna, just because I was making fun of you, my R89 is sticky. This marker is kind of notorious for being sticky, though. Roger Scruffers. Ranger Danger. No. Okay. And then around his little claws. Kathy, I didn't know you were still here. I thought that you had left me. You're just over there being quiet in the corner. There we go. Okay. Now you can see a little bit of her dress, of the back of her dress, so I'm going to drop that into shadow. And then I'm also going to add, I mean, this is really, really stark. It's like a really big area of just flat. And so I'm going to add some dimension to this because I want it to look like her legs continue. So I'm going to add little creases where her legs are. No way, Jasper. Rocket. Rocket Raccoon. No, I was thinking like Norbert or something silly. I have my R29. Or, what's that show? It's a kid's cartoon. Open Season. I love that show. It cracks me up. The first one, anyways. There was like a bunch of them. And I love the first one. But they had like Elliot the deer. And I guess the bear was Boo, so that's not a very good name, but I like Silly. Jasper's cute. I've always liked the name Jasper. So you guys see I'm making those little creases for her legs, just to show some dimension in the dress. Otherwise, this is like a really big area that is just like all one solid color. And if you can create a little bit of dimension, it just makes your coloring that much more believable. You guys are being quiet again. Not allowed. You have to be talking. Ralph. Ralph the raccoon. Well, hey. How are you? Thanks for joining us on this late night coloring adventure. We're just being weird. Right now we're trying to name the raccoon in this picture. 'Cause, you know, That's what you do. I'm in Idaho, so this is mountain time, so it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm coloring a raccoon with you guys, so that's a thing. I know this looks super weird. Robbie. Aw, Robbie the raccoon. I like it. That's my favorite one so far. Ralphie. He was one of the raccoons from the 80s cartoon? What 80s cartoon? Which one? All I can think of is Rocky and Bullwinkle. All right. So this is R05. And again, it creates that kind of orangey red. And there we go. There's her bright red dress. Check it out. So fun. I love it. It must be Canadian. That's what I'm thinking. So guys, look at all these markers on my desk. Oops. Look at all those markers. Yeah, that's the mess I made. So, anyways, here she is. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and coloring tonight. I really appreciate it. Some of you were here for the long haul. You guys have been here since the beginning. So, join me tomorrow. Hey, Kathy, thank you. Crafter math. What? Yeah, it is the crafter math. It looks like a tornado went through here. So again, you can totally pick up either of these images, on use the coupon. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Use the coupon. This is the anime version and this is the chibi version. And, you can use the coupon that's in the group right now and get it for free. And I just ask if you go and get it to actually use it. Don't just get it just to get it. I want you to actually use it. Janice was super nice enough to give us this image, and I know she loves to see them out and about and colored and on cards or projects or whatever. So please, 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 if you go and grab that, thanks Cameron, if you go and grab that, please use it for some sort of project. I would love for you to enter the contest. There's some good prizes up for grabs. And then I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow and Sunday, we have lots of partying going on for the 1,000 member party. And so Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be lots of games, lots of prizes. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. So thank you guys again for joining me tonight and coloring this sweet little image up. And maybe she will make her way onto a card tomorrow and be a prize. How about that? So I will talk to you guys all later, and I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a wonderful night. Toodles!